And so, but really,
How did you move? How did you get there? That's what I
the way
really
to
want to know.
develop a secure attachment is to reconnect with your higher power, is God, because
Yes.
that's where your purpose comes from and your knowing comes from. Anybody,
Mhm.
like, you have those gut feelings, and just
Yes.
what would life be like if you didn't? And that second guessing, that questioning of it, that's your trauma. That's not your truth.
Mm.
Your truth is coming from the gut. That's why
Mm.
it's your second brain. And that's why my clients, we work on healing the gut too, because you have to take a holistic approach with this. People are not honoring the severity and the way that complex PTSD is systemic. And like, it really
Mm.
should be treated almost like a cancer that there's no chemo for.
Mm.
Um, and it should be a holistic approach. Yes.
Yes.
Um,
To be fair, if you say no chemo, it means that there's no cure. But there is a cure because, like you said, a holistic approach is what is needed. Like I said in my book, Love Made This. Yeah, I talk about the different attachment styles because you develop your attachment style as a child, and when you then have a disconnect, which leads into the anxious attachment and the different types of attachment, it then becomes very difficult for you to manage relationships. And like you said, emotional dysregulation comes in, all sorts of things happen, So, and you said something else which
but
also resonates with me. Yeah.
but I also it was disorganized, but it was my avoidant
Mm,
aspects that cost me.
the
Um,
most.
yes. And when you're anything other than, put it this way, when you're anything other than secure attachment, you're fear based, and you want to become love based, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why it's all about reconnecting with God or source energy, whoever your thing
Yes.
is,
Yeah.
because once that happens, then your self esteem and confidence goes up,
Yes.
and you are no longer a vulnerable person. So you focus on you,
Mm-hmm.
become to put yourself at an energetic level or vibration that the narcissist cannot get into or relate to, because the narcissist, they're sizing you up. And if you are like this with your higher power, and you're a God-centered or love-centered person, you're going to be too clear and grounded and confident for them to want to
Um,
spend more than a
yeah,
couple
because they
minutes.
cannot control
They're,
you,
they're
can
going to
they?
know that
Mm.
you are not vulnerable to them, that you're not a mark for them. You know what I mean? So they'll
Yeah,
move on.
that's the word. Yeah, I
In-
like the word mark.
instead of trying to look at them and find their red flags, you elevate your
Elevate
energetic
yourself. I remember you
vibration.
saying that. I
And
like that.
yeah,
Yes. Elevating yourself above their own ability to see you as a mark, because if they look at you and think, oh no, this one's not for me, they will move on. They
yeah,
will not
absolutely.
stay.